we're clocking in over 26 hours as we get the 14th episode of our New Year's playthrough of Hell Is Us underway. I'm TJ. Last episode, we began um, where we started, basically. Well, we began where it ended, and now we're back here again. So, the last episode, we arrived at the entrance of the Auriga Museum. We had one of the seals, but we couldn't find the other seal. So we had to make a bit of a quick detour. Well, not quick, but a huge detour, I should say. So we actually had to go back to, not go back, but we drove to another location uh, in Leith to explore the Ministry of Cultural Primacy to find the deputy minister, Martin Ross. Unfortunately, we found him hung. Apparently, the rioters of Leith. I mean, Leith is pretty messed up, extremely war torn. In fact, they're in the middle of a battle or middle of a war zone right now, and found him hung. As you can see the picture right here, all because of the rioters and the oppositions of the factions in there, and we were able to find his assistant Maeve Tristana, and gave us some clues as to how to access information to to get more information on certain things. And ultimately, we were able to find the second seal, which was hidden in his hidden safe over here. I think we have to go back there later on because there's a safe in there that we have no code for. So I think I don't, we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth in these next few episodes to get complete some good deeds and mysteries and so forth. So I guess you could say it was a bit of a break from the story after we got the second seal right here, the Iron Seal, Rising, fading and rising. Okay, that's interesting. Um, let's go place this here. Yeah, we completed a few more good deeds and collapsed a few more time loops as well too, and got a lot of collectibles and items and whatnot to help upgrade. So here we are. Now I gotta use the restroom real quick. Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. Alright, so let's keep on going. Alright. Bought myself a couple of sandwiches to enjoy my cheat day today. It's back to hardcore stuff. I'm gonna go even more hardcore with my diet. What the hell is this? A couple of Walker statues here. What does it say? All shall look upon me and obey. Oh, that's easy. I don't have that. Okay. Beautiful. The hell? This is very modernized. I hear this with the alarm. There's some music.
Who are you?
How about we skip the formalities for now? Please, help me escape the training room.
We're going downstairs. We're safe. Okay. Attention, in case of general power failure, backup generator must be activated. Emergency power is distributed to all. Wait, controller charging? Okay. Emergency power to all levels to ensure critical processes can wind down safely. Oh, my bad. So to maintain containment protocols, each level's electrical substation can only supply power to one of two grids at a time on that level. Manual activation of substation switches required to reroute power between grids. Hello. Guess we'll explore the green doors first.
Anyone out there? Hey! Come! Somebody out there.
Oh, shit's a big area.
Hey! Soldier! I need assistance!
I'll go around first. And in case you're wondering, I'm counting down the hours to the primetime game of the division playoffs between the Niners and the Seahawks. I'll do another episode before we get into all that.
I need assistance.
Hang on a second. So I'm gonna finish this view. I don't know the code of that. I'll send it off. Any cells here. Oh, hello. Wow. Shoot myself? Let me check once more. Okay. And what's this right here? Auriga locker.
Hey, maybe we can help each other out.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Marga Hamill, Cerebrum Division. I'm the one who designed and created your drone. As you can see, we're experiencing technical difficulties. I need your help to get out of here.
Know anything about this?
That looks familiar. I'm not sure, though. It looks old. If I remember correctly, all the old stuff found in the ancient sections is stored in the testing area on B4. Listen, let's help each other. I want to get out of here, and you want access to B4. I won't be able to escape this place without a functional drone. I need a drone processor to fix mine, but they're all stored in my lab. If you help me get it, I'll give you my key card. To get there, exit this room and go left. Go down the hall and past the red blast door. On your right, you should see the logo of a drone on the wall. That's where my lab is. The code to get in is 230317.
Two 30317. Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a few upgrades. We could boost the communication array.
Tanya, you're breaking up. What was that? Upgrade communication array?
Wanker.
That's a good one. Even every now and then, the depressed hero has to have their own sense of humor. Found the drone processor. Alright, let's get rid of the drone processor.
Thanks. Now I can leave. Take my key card. A deal's a deal. Good luck on B4. Thanks for the processor. I will give my little friend the necessary upgrades to get out of here.
Will you be okay?
I'll be fine. I know my way around. With the help of my drone, I'll be able to get to the surface.
Let's see about this one. There's only one door that's open in this room. Son of a bitch, I love it now.
Biopsy log, session 01. Spectacular. What we have appears to be an altogether inconceivable physiology that bears no resemblance to any known life forms. There are no discernible organs, no nervous system, no circulatory system, and no skeletal system. Truly remarkable. Traditional means of locomotion are completely absent. No muscle tissue, no tendons or ligaments. The entirety of the mass is comprised of a contiguous substance that can only be categorized as flesh. Its property is in a constant state of flux. Elasticity, tensile strength, density, hardness, shear strength. All seem to fluctuate based on external stimuli. Initial inspection suggests evidence of both fibrous and globular structures. Samples have been extracted for a complete cellular analysis. If I wasn't a scientist, I might be liable to believe these creatures are the work of a higher power. They cannot possibly exist. Eppur si mueve.
So they're interdimensional beings as composed of flesh. Flesh in their own kind? Well, hopefully no more. That was a door.
September 18th, 1992. I've been mulling over a few novel loadout profiles for the drone, recording a quick note here for future reference. Reconnaissance loadout, lightweight design, strip all extraneous systems to increase velocity and maneuverability. Comprehensive sensor package. Radar, thermal, infrared, Geiger, X-ray, the works, optical camo, maybe even RAM coding. Oh. Medical loadout, first aid module, defibrillator, cauterization implement, precision suture algorithms. Drug administration module, hypodermic injections of antiseptics, analgesics, antibiotics, adrenaline, and other stimulants. I'd also love to look into upgrades for the current tactical configurations. Battery longevity, rotor strength, chassis reinforcements. So much to do.
Shut down emergency alarm. And there's now unsealed Kagan. I had to reset the safe again. I submitted a request for a new safe 3 months ago. Still haven't heard anything back. Clearly the higher ups don't really take the whole top secret concept seriously, or they would have greenlit my request by now. I think I'm getting tired of resetting this thing every week. So until we get a new safe, the code is just going to be lucky 7s every time. Seems fitting since they like to gamble with our security protocols. Where did I see that block thread? What's in here? I'm having second thoughts. Don't get me wrong, the world needs to know what is happening here. Of that, I'm sure. Rather, I'm hesitant in our approach. I have a feeling this will end badly for us, especially now with the new emergency protocols in place. If we screw this up, they'll get away with everything. I've taken some extra precautions. I moved the computer to our spot in the main supply room on B2. I changed the password to something only you would know. The OMSIF team member is currently deployed to Leaf, San Andrea, and a case of order. I don't know the number, but we'll figure that out later on. You know, let's activate the red stuff. Hang on, pal. About to turn it on. What the hell? I read this. So green and red were here, right? Still missing. How many did I count? There it is. What's this? Let me read the note again. Change the password. OMSIF team members currently deployed to Leith, Sandra, and Kesa. Sandra and Kesa. Oh, deployment orders. I guess we'll be back here later on then. Okay. Go back upstairs.
Someone out there? Hey! Stop! Is somebody out there? Over!
Hey.
Requesting assistance. Over! Someone help! Requesting assistance. Over!
As for those other doors, better not open.
I managed to open the supply room for you. You better prepare for the next wave.
A lot of goodies. Let me switch. Oh, I didn't have the crap. Where's it at? This symbol. There we go. Shit, 2 doors. hit all the doors? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's a sick camera view.
Training sequence complete. Access restored. Thank God. The training sequence is over. Everything seems back to normal. I'll open the door.
Alright, good.
Thank God you showed up. You're a lifesaver.
Who are you?
I'm Theo Kagan, an assistant technician for OMSIF training. We were doing exercises when the whole place went haywire. Backup systems malfunctioned when we lost power. The team, they didn't stand a chance. I've been calling on the radio ever since.
What do you know about this symbol?
I know this. Our boys did a sweep in the older part of the facility. They found a strange stone with that symbol on it. I told them to put it in the storage room on B4 for future analysis. That's where we keep all the old stuff. You'll need some, high-level clearance to get in there. Here, take my key card. It's the least I can do.
I think it's because I shut it down. Yeah, definitely alpha. Let's see what's up.
in your silly games!
You know nothing about the workings of the real world!
I will never forgive you and Father. I've played the pawn in your silly games!
You know nothing about the workings of the real world!
I will never forgive you and Father. I've played the pawn in your silly games!
You know no...
Yeah, no. You alright?
Oh, thank you for getting rid of the creatures. You saved my life.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Balam Lamek. I was part of the science team working on the time loops. What we did to that poor man. I can't be a part of this anymore. What we did was unforgivable. That madman. He timed it perfectly. He created a new time loop on B4. He wants to weaponize them.
Ever seen this symbol before?
Yes, I have. Some of our soldiers found an artifact with that symbol when they explored the ancient facility. As per procedure, it was catalogued and stored for future investigation. All objects of curio are stored on B4.
How did they create the new time loop?
Dr. Mabden told the poor Sabinian that the palamists strapped to the tables were the same who had repeatedly raped his daughter. The Sabinian didn't hesitate. He grabbed the chainsaw and chopped the palamists to pieces. I just stood there and let it happen. There are two time loops. Don't confuse one for the other. The one on this floor is old and didn't give us as much data. It wasn't good enough for Mabden. That lunatic had to make a new time loop. It's on B4. You need to stop this insanity. Near Mabden's time loop, there is a terminal where you can hack the mainframe and call forth the Guardians. You must close it. Please. End their suffering. Use the numerical code 7584 to access the terminal and take this Ammon prism to close the time loop.
Who is Dr. Mabden?
Dr. Mabden is a cold-hearted son of a bitch. He's a liar and a manipulator. He will stop at nothing to get what he wants, no matter the cost. He's obsessed with the weaponization of the creatures and the time loops. Someone should stop him.
Who is Dr. Mabden?
He's up.
Who is Doc?
He's up.
Alright, good. Spoilers from real quick.
January 4th, 1993. Request for closure of Time Loop Aster 1. After years of study, all possible data has been extricated from Time Loop Aster 1. Origin, early 9th century, second cycle harmonics. Emotional catalyst, assassination of Conrad Astor by Finello Astor. Horizontal diameter, 15 meters. Resident topology signature, Theta Rho pattern. Recommend training protocols be displaced to level B4, taking advantage of Alpha 1 breakthrough. Recommend collapse of Astor 1 in 30 days' time. This delay will allow finalization of data collection, as well as equipment and personnel transfers. Counterpoint raised. Preservation of culturally significant catalyst subjects. Future advancements may allow safe subject extrication.
So Samsung from Scale Overhang Helmets. So that's an enrolled boy. That was not found at extraction location. 2 miscarriages prior to birth of son. 2 years. Zayat Tibor, Maristan, Argola. Person points pliable with threats of physical violence due to past trauma, stiff right hand, intense hatred of Pelamism and its followers. Really well, less than a year. Atomic Natoy, Evil, Ganya, low IQ, high degree of gullibility, susceptible to manipulation, fear of authority. ZT? What was it again? Side table. There's that. Look at mine. shit, here we go. Wait, time loop weaponization. Oh, here we go. Blue and red.
Finally, you're here. That's good. Very good. Please use the intercom over there so we can begin. What a fine specimen you are. I will sincerely thank your commanding officer for providing such an excellent candidate.
Who are you?
Strange. I thought they would have briefed you. Semantics. I'm Dr. Mabden, head of weapons research. Today's experiment will focus on time loop weaponization.
Why are you trying to weaponize time loops?
Why wouldn't we? Think of what we could accomplish. Did you notice the newly designed hardware around the time loop? This is why you are here, not to ask silly questions. If I were you, I would concentrate on surviving the different protocols. Now, let's begin.
Okay, let's do this.
Good. The first protocol has been engaged. Come back to the intercom once you're done. Now get ready. Competency is refreshing. Good work.
Are we done?
Let's get on with the experiment, shall we?
All right, I'm ready.
The second protocol has been activated.
Let's go.
Here they come. I'm surprised you got through this one. Excellent. Good work.
I'm ready.
Now. No one has ever gotten this far. Good work.
This better be the last one.
This is the last one. Promise. It wasn't that bad now, was it? Good work.
Are we done?
Indeed we are. I have collected the necessary data. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. You are dismissed.
Yes.
Good work. You've retrieved the Keystone of Rage.
Rod was unearthed in a small chamber of the underground complex. The chamber also featured a faded mural depicting two water wheels and a waterfall. Complex construction established. Where did I see that at? Bash ran off.
January 3rd, 1993. We have done it. Time Loop Alpha 1 is operational. For the first time, certain aspects of a time loop are under our direct control. Years of planning have finally paid off. Synaptic modulators are stable, and limbic pulse generators have already confirmed our theories that entities can be generated at will. We will begin testing the optimal frequencies to induce each entity variant. Agent training protocols should be greatly enhanced as a result. The complete weaponization of the technology remains out of our reach for the near future. We are, of course, still bound by the 33-year cycle. Additionally, a proper emotional catalyst remains necessary to the time loop's formation. This requires a great deal of precise social engineering. Overcoming these limitations will be the major area of focus during the next phase of the project.
33 years. Generate burning the rope. This should be faster. Pull off of this front good.
Stop! Stop! It's a lie! They're lying! Checkers! No! 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 No!
Wow. Okay.
I made it out thanks to my little friend here. We couldn't have done it without you.
You alright?
Yes. I haven't seen the surface in a long time. I'm looking forward to it. Although I doubt that will be soon. The debriefings I'll have to endure will take some time. They'll want to know what the hell happened down there. From what little I've seen of Hadia, it seems to be a special place stuck in time. When I was on leave before the war, I walked the streets in Lublina. It was like I had used a time machine and arrived in another timeline. It was a strange sensation because I couldn't pinpoint the exact period. Walking on the street, you feel like you're in medieval times. Then you turn the corner and are suddenly propelled into the 1950s. I didn't mingle much with the locals. Not my style. I prefer tinkering with machines. I hardly set foot outside this place since the war started. I'm not missing much from what I've heard. I know our people have their part to play in this mess. You probably know more about it than I do. The operatives in the Oculus Division are masters at creating conflict and have their fingerprints all over this war. Funding extremists, targeted assassinations, false flags, you name it. How do I know all this? Well, I was married to an operative. Aside from what is said about them in the news and newspapers, I know little about them. The peacekeepers have tried their best to delay the war, but it was a lost cause. The Oculus Division made sure of that. I don't know much about the Sabinians. I only know what the higher-ups told us in the briefings when we first arrived. However, I got a small sample when I went out on leave. I got a well-deserved weekend pass one time. I used to get those before the war. I spent it in Lausalus, the capital city in Asteria. I was enjoying my caffeine-infused beverage in a small cafe on the corner of a busy street. I'm curious and I love gossip, so I discreetly listened to a few conversations. I do that purely to entertain myself. At first, the conversations were run-of-the-mill exchanges. These are mainly complaints about work, teachers being too strict, deadlines, overtime, being too tired, a suspect husband, and the everyday anecdotes you might hear anywhere. Then, a news report comes on. The cafe fell into a silent hush. I don't remember what it was about, but when it was over, all you could hear were complaints about the Palamists. Some conversations went as far as suggesting to kill them all. It was surreal. The change in attitude was almost instant. I don't think the news realizes the power they have. Or do they? I've never met any Palamists, and if I did, I didn't notice. There is one place I would love to visit. It's in the heart of the Palamist province of Argola. It's the capital city of Trisk. Some who went on leave there told me it was stunning. It has some of the oldest castles, friendly people, and the best restaurants in Hadia. I know, it sounds like a commercial, but it's what everyone says when people come back from there. I hope it survives the war. I want to visit Trisk if ever I get a weekend pass again. Well, that's probably unlikely. The Cerebrum Division was partly created to study, examine, observe, and dissect them. It's why most of us are here. That old time loop we found in the ancient part of Auriga Museum played a significant role in studying the entities. Why do you think your drone can distract them? We discovered that the entities emit specific frequencies. We have yet to find out why. However, I figured out how to scramble their signal. I built the emitter inside the drone to interrupt the entity's frequency waves, temporarily confusing them. I'm still working on an emitter that doesn't cost too much energy and can last longer. As you know, those few seconds are precious for a soldier. I'll get on that as soon as this place becomes operational again.
Thanks for helping me escape.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll be just fine. The intervention forces are on their way. They'll clean up this mess. I'll have a lot of work to do, though, fixing all the systems. I'll have to run diagnostics to determine what went wrong. I don't know what's happening to this country. I've been living here since I set foot in Hadia. I can tell you a lot about what's happening in the Auriga Museum, but the NDA attached to my contract with Operation Moloch is pretty scary. They had us work in silos. All the research departments are entirely segregated. One of my coworkers was a massive history buff. He managed to get his hands on some local books. Books he found were censored. No Haitian was allowed to read the contents. He slipped them out of a repository in another SEAL Council complex he worked at before being transferred here. He wouldn't shut up about them. He was fascinated by this one ruler. Her name was Lady Margareth. This isn't the first time these creatures have shown up in Hadia. It's all over their history. This ruler loved her people, wanted to protect them from the creatures. So she had them build a massive underground city. It's in Argola somewhere. He went on to explain that it wasn't the only place. There's thousands of underground ruins all over Hadia. It's because of her. I don't remember the details, but Lady Margaret died under tragic circumstances. I told him to stop telling me all this stuff. He eventually got transferred. Now, I find myself wanting to know more about Lady Margaret. What else is new? Both sides are identical. It's pretty debilitating if you genuinely think about it. Only people who are the same can reach such a point. The line is drawn in the sand, cutting through grievances and insanity. Both sides of the line are utterly convinced that the other represents an absolute menace to everything they considered sacred. Now, where have I seen this before? Their mission here always felt a bit peculiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. Don't get me wrong, the country needed peacekeeping operations, but something felt off. I arrived in the country right when the temporary legislative alliance broke at the seams. I couldn't help but notice how tense the SEAL Council supervisors were. Everything started feeling more precipitated. Not long after, the ON peacekeepers arrived in the country, and all the higher-ups began breathing again. I don't think they were scared of a possible civil war.
Hang on for just a moment.
As far as I know, the SEAL Council needed the bloodshed. No. Something else was making them anxious. Something related to all our cumulative work.
My apologies. I had to move my car away for something. I'm back. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I made it a point never to mingle with the locals. That's just setting yourself up, especially when you're considering what you're doing to them. There's a reason you don't name the animals in your lab. It gets personal. A line has to be drawn. I know this guy from medical who got involved with the local. She was a palamist. He met her in a small village. He was assigned there to set up some equipment, you know, before the big day. He got reassigned out of the fields into a lab. He kept in contact with her. But when the war broke out, he lost it and he tried to find her. What an idiot. He's out there looking for her. At first, I was terrified of them. You know, like, what the fuck am I looking at? After a while, though, you start getting used to them. Then they just become a part of the job. They're amazing, aren't they? They immediately became terrifying again when they got loose, but it was still amazing, right? To think they may hold answers to some of our most pressing questions. It'll take some time before they make Auriga Museum safe again. I guess I'll be reassigned to another lab in the meantime.
Thank you for helping me down there.
Are you gonna be okay?
I will be, as soon as I leave. I won't be working for these people anymore. I hope you use that Amin prism I gave you. Those poor... Ah, Hadia is gorgeous. I had the privilege of visiting some cities before the chaos. A few weeks before Palamists and Sabinians started killing each other, I was assigned here in Auriga to that psychopath, Dr. Mabden. They turned the entire country into their science experiment at the expense of all citizens of Hadia. For what? Progress? Science? This isn't progress or science. This is genocide. The Zeal Council orchestrated the whole thing. I don't know all the details, but I intend to play along for a few more weeks, steal some files, accumulate evidence, and then leave. I already have some, but I'm going to get more. I want to blow the lid on this whole operation. Someone has to pay for this. The Peacekeepers were used to time everything perfectly. God forbid the Palamists and Sabinians start killing each other at the wrong time. And what if the ON finds out? Nothing will happen. Nothing. The people in charge of this operation control everything. Think of something, anything. They either own it or have created it. That's how far this goes. Sabinians want what most people desire in life. Freedom. I remember reading a few articles about it. When that dictator died, Sabinian politicians wanted a democracy, a free market, and to rejoin the world. The Palamists wanted the same thing. Their inconsolable rift seems to lie in the nitty-gritty details of their history. I'm not sure I fully understand why they hate each other. I guess you need to be born here to understand why. Then again, I'm not sure the Hadians know why anymore. I can't help but have a soft spot for the Palamists. I see a lot of me in them. They remind me of my family back home. Close to the earth, strong family ties, and religious to the bone. If I ever get out of this mess, I'm going straight to the family farm, where I'll devour my mom's home-cooked meals. I'm still trying to figure out where the creatures are from. Weapons research, pharmaceuticals, biotech, and medical research are all working in silos. Each department concentrates on its own thing. There is no sharing of information or breakthroughs. I guess it prevents us from doing what I'm about to do. Blow the whistle on this whole operation. I grabbed as much stuff as possible when I got out of there. There is something they are not telling us. We know the time loops are a doorway, enabling the creatures to enter our world. We know this occurrence happens every 33 years on the 1st of January at midnight.
So,
what is opening the time loops? And to what end? Whatever it is, it's something I haven't seen yet.
33 years, so it would be the 33rd. Where's that safe at? So if it's 33 years, then the next event would be in 2026. Oh, this year. Okay. Now I get it. Talk about coincidence. I mean, the game takes place in January 1993, so the next calamity event would be, yeah. Okay. Let me find that safe first. I saw the safe somewhere around here. The code is 777. What's up here? Extract the heat. Let's do it. Extract. Here it is. Use this. There we go. Keystone of Rage. War has ended. The fun man took his first breath. War laid in cosmic radiation. The eldest craft, the eternal trade, finding its hour for the hands of its truest master. Alright, so let's see here. You know what? Alright, let's get some goodies first. We're gonna go back to... Should we go first?
Only one more left. Let me know if you want more information on anything you find out there.
What am I supposed to do with this keystone?
We must return to the Limbic Forge and insert the keystone in its groove. Find anything? Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
This box contains prototype ammunition developed by the Cerebrum Division's Advanced Weapons Research Team. The prototypes consist of a limbic bullet mounted on a traditional brass case and gunpowder charge. The peculiar properties of limbic material are such that the bullet's aerodynamics and flight profile differ from traditional bullets. It's unclear whether the ammunition is effective, as insufficient testing has been conducted. Time of right. The project is part of a bid to bring limbic weaponry into the modern age and promises to significantly bolster the ability of agents to handle limbic threats. 1773 AD, 3 years after the Bridal War began, Lord Umbra would unconditionally surrender to Lord Aster. This heraldic key was presented to Aster as a symbolic gesture of fealty. His ally, Lord Argo, defeated in the Second Calamity still raging across the country, Lord Umbra chose to willingly end the conflict rather than shed any more of his subjects' blood. The surrender would officially mark the end of the Bridal War. With no one left to oppose him, Lord Aster would crown himself King of Hatefield.
Hey, Jelgin has a vault of forbidden knowledge.
Good to know. Let's go to the Keystone of Rage real quick. Actually, no. Let's go to Vista Hills. Collect some rewards.
I sent my men on snipe hunts. Unless you poke the bear, you shouldn't encounter any OMSIF operatives.
Much appreciated.
I can't keep this up much longer. My men are beginning to suspect something.
We should meet.
I need more time. Too many pieces are left on the board to attempt such a high-risk move.
Let us know if we can help.
My window is closing. Next time I contact you, I will be ready to make my move.
She'd be a good asset.
Sounds like something I would say. For your story?
Yes, she's privy to a lot of information. More importantly, you'd have someone watching your back out there. I feel bad enough as it is, sitting safely inside while you risk your neck.
I think you've given plenty for Queen and Country.
It was a car bombing. All because I wrote the truth.
Everyone's a critic.
Remember, whenever you accomplish good deeds and close time loops, talk to me to see if you are worthy of a reward.
What's our status on time loops?
Good. He closed a few of them. I'm sure there are more out there.
Oh, elite. Syringe correctly. Focus on the enemy's vital points, increasing the level. This is one of Sephiroth's regular text. Wow. Let's see that.
Welcome back. How can I help? Excellent. Now I'll be able to make the most potent weapons. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting good at this. Here, it's better than new.
I got a new achievement. Nice. Check some stuff. A few touch-ups here and there. I think I'll stick with the Sword of Terror. I like where it's at right now. Okay, alright. So, on that note, I'm going to end the episode over here. We're almost done collecting all of the Keystones. The last one we got to collect is the Keystone of Ecstasy, and we got to make our way across. It's not there. But we got to make our way across, I think it's southeast, to the Pantheon Abbey. And we're probably going to go to at least multiple locations to find the Keystone of Ecstasy like we did with the past two Keystones. So until then, I will see you guys later. I think maybe we have like maybe 5 more episodes of this before the end of all this, but we'll see. In the meantime, you guys have a good one, and I will see you in episode 15.